Hi everyone, welcome back to the Western Centurion channel. It is Sunday the 22nd of May. Firstly, I'd just like to say thank you very much for all your kind comments and helpful comments for my last two videos, which was about the incline that I'm attempting to create. And I'm really sorry that I haven't been able to get back to or respond to any of those comments with my own replies. That's basically because on Friday the 13th of all days my father passed away. So since then I've been quite frantic trying to get things all arranged and up together. But I know those videos went up after he passed away, and that was basically just to give me a bit of a breather. I just needed to be able to do something a little bit different and try and bring myself back to normality, and that's what I used to take my mind off things, shall we say, for a few hours. So that's why I made those videos and I put them up. It's a blessing that Dad has passed away, to be honest. I wouldn't have wanted to see him go any further because he was progressively getting worse and worse with Alzheimer's. But also, unfortunately, on the same day, when I was coming back from seeing my father at the care home and arranging things at the care home, I got a text from Debbie saying that she had just been admitted into hospital at the same time, and she only came out on Thursday. So she was really bad as well. She she was lucky to actually made it through. So it has been a real nightmare, to say the least. But yeah, Debbie's okay now. She's home, she's resting, but I'm sure you can appreciate that I'm really having to concentrate and spend a lot of my time looking after her, making sure that she's okay, as well as still trying to get things organised for my dad's funeral, which I think is going to be on the 2nd of May. So yeah, ironic, Friday the 13th. You know, people say it's unlucky, an unlucky day, but I see it totally different. I see it in a positive light. Alzheimer's, not a lovely disease. It is a wicked disease. And seeing Dad decline so much from the person he used to be was quite a struggle, to be honest. Towards his later days, I found it really hard to go and visit because he'd forget who I was sometimes. But, you know, on the good days, if I showed him stuff about railways, he'd remember quite a bit of it, which was absolutely brilliant. He didn't know who I was, but he knew the trains. So, you know, those memories were still stuck in the back of his mind. So yes, his passing was a blessing in every way. He's in a lot better place now than he was. And Debbie going into hospital, well, she'd been off the Thursday before, so it's Thursday the 12th. She came home on the Wednesday evening from work. She was really bad, went straight to bed. She spent all night with shivers. She's getting hot, cold sweats. That went all through Thursday. I still had to go to work. When I come home, she was really peaky, and then before I went to bed, she was really red. She had a bad rash around her face and down on her chest. So on the Friday, she's got a couple of specialist nurses that look after her because of her Crohn's, and obviously those of you who see my earlier videos, she had an operation. When was it? I think it was October, November last year. and they put her on some special medication. But what happened was that the operation, which was to remove part of her bowel, there was a small hole left in the seam, or where they stitched her back up, and that had been leaking, so she basically has septicemia. And the drug she was on reduced her white blood cell count, which meant that she had no immune system anymore, so that septicemia really took hold. And if the nurse hadn't phoned her on Friday, spoke to her, found out the symptoms that she was suffering, and got her into A&E there and then. Debbie had to drive, got her in A&E, and she was admitted. So if that hadn't happened, there's a very high chance she wouldn't have been with me today. So yeah, both counts, I would say, are positives. So Friday the 13th, to me, is a good day. I still love Fridays. Second best day of the week for me. Sunday's my first, and 13 is still my lucky number. Yes, also, for a lot of my older subscribers, the newer subscribers who haven't seen my earlier videos probably don't know that the whole reason for me doing this garage was because of my father. When he was first diagnosed with Alzheimer's, he gave me his N-Gage stuff, which I made a little layout, which I called Bluebell Junction, and then he gave me all of his OO stuff, and really that's what took off. And I was planning on doing this garage, getting it up together, and basically building his dream, or finishing his dream, because he never ever got the chance to build something to this scale. Now he's gone, and he's never going to see it in finished state. I must admit, the first few days I did think about stopping it, selling everything, and doing something else. But at the moment, I'm still teetering on it. But I do think I will continue and do it and finish it in memory of my dad, and get Bassett Station, which is obviously where he used to arrive and leave on the train when he used to come and visit my mum, because he lived in Swindon, my mum lived in Bassett, and when they used to date, when they first met, that's one of the ways he'd get to and from Swindon, obviously. So yeah, that's it really. Just want to let you all know, and that was the reason behind why I haven't left any comments yet. I just haven't had the time, and I'm really sorry, but I know and appreciate the fact that you will all understand why. And I will be back, I promise I will be back, and we will do more into the garage. But just before I leave, with the incline, the last video I did, that was with the 060 and the 062. Little tank engines, wasn't it? Now, they did pull those coaches up the incline really well, 5 coaches. Well, on top of that, I tried yesterday, was this. The little Dapple Class 1400, the 042. And this pulled a rake of 3 coaches at the same incline faultlessly. I was absolutely amazed. So to me, that tells me that incline's alright. If this will pull 3 coaches up there, anything else will pull 3 coaches, 5 coaches, 8 coaches. So I think I'll be going with this gradient on the incline. But then again, it could all change, because I've got to get that end of the garage finished and built with the removable sections, and that side there next to that door with removable sections. Once that's done, then I can really get stuck into doing the incline. Might do it all the way around, I might not, I don't know, I just not even thinking about it at the moment. So yeah, give me a few weeks, maybe a month, and I'll be back. Alright, so all the best everyone, keep safe, enjoy yourselves, and see you soon. Bye.